Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Getting Well with Terry and Friends, NHL trends and betting picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. 11 games to talk about today, a lot of good games to get to. And if you like plus money bets, every single one of my plays today are plus money except one. I've got one play that is not plus money. So hoping for a big day today. But before we get to today, as much as I'd rather not to, and this will be I'll have to recap yesterday twice today, as I'll be on the Ice Guys show later on. But we'll take a look at what happened yesterday in the NHL. And this game, which was my least favorite of the three, ended up being my most profitable. John Tavares scored in the third period. Ovechkin scored in the first period. So 2-0 sweep here. Both Tavares and Ovechkin finding the back of the net, both continuing their hot streaks as of late. In the second game here, fortunately, props were not my friend here in this game. Pavelski did not get an assist. Jamie Benn scored once again instead of getting an assist. And then I added um, Wyatt Johnston to score because he had scored in four straight games. He did not score. The over 6.5 did get there. If you follow me on Twitter at Let's Go Wild Picks, I did live bet the second period over. For some reason, we continue to see this Dallas Stars team, their games just explode in the second period. So it was around the 14-minute mark. The first period over 1.5 was plus one. It was plus 100, and I clicked place bet, but then it stopped me because the odds changed to plus 110. So I got it for plus 110. It was just seconds from getting plus 100, but I got plus 110 instead. And then, of course, Dallas goes on and do what they do, scoring some three goals. So it was a no sweat for the first period over plus 110. Fortunately, props didn't go well, though, in this one. And then, well, this game happened. I went to bed after the first period and I did not miss a thing, apparently. Just an awful game. Some unlucky bounces. But even if that's the case, you have to score a goal. You cannot win a game when you get shut out. So, yes, someone could blame Flurry. Um, really, there's blame to go around, all around. So, just a bad game. The Wild losing 6-0, getting embarrassed in LA. And Kaprizov, his goal streak came to an end, and he did not score. But at plus 170, I had to keep rolling with him. So fortunate loss there. And then the parlay of the day, which has gone ice cold. I'm not gonna lie, ice cold in the parlay of the day. Neither one of these guys got a point yesterday. I do have to say though, I really, really like today's parlay of the day. So we'll see if we can bounce back on today's slate. We will take a look at what we are looking at for the NHL standings. Boston in first with 97, Florida with 94, Toronto in third with 87. The Rangers in first with 94. 2 points behind them are the Carolina Hurricanes. Philadelphia in third with 78. Tampa Bay in the top wildcard spot with 80. Detroit in second with 76. Washington with 75. Islanders with 73. Buffalo with 71. New Jersey with 70. Close race there. Pittsburgh 69. And then the bottom three of the Eastern Conference. In the West, they were just tied all with 91 points a couple days ago, and now they've all got 93. 93, 93, 93. Winnipeg, Colorado, Dallas here in the Central. In the Pacific, 94 for Vancouver. So, hey, 1 point. The top four teams in the West are separated by 1 point. What a close race. Edmonton with 86, LA with 83, Nashville with 84, Vegas with 79, Minnesota with 76, and the Blues with 75. Still a close race here. It's all up to what Vegas does. Vegas added so many players. at the trade deadline. And I think a lot of people in the NHL that aren't Vegas Golden Knights fans are hoping that maybe Vegas does miss the playoffs somehow. I would serve them right. Calgary, Seattle, not technically out of it, but pretty much out of it. Arizona was 61, and then the bottom three of the Western Conference. We'll take a look at the chat and see what people are saying about today or about yesterday. Sure, I'll get lots of slack about yesterday, but hey, it is what it is. Great slate, great day. It is. I absolutely love today's slate. Good morning. Happy Thursday, Terry. Another hot streak on the ice. Let's go. Yeah, from pretty much a break-even day, thanks to that second period over with the Dallas game, but it is what it is. Good morning, Kev. I don't know why, but the Bolts Sharks screams overtime with the Sharks winning. Interesting. We will get to that game. Good luck. Thank you. What's good, Terry? Good morning, Terry, to you as well. Happy March Madness. No, Tim. This is a hockey show, and hockey still exists. No, I'm kidding. Everyone, I know lots of people love March Madness, and that's all good, but we have a great hockey slate, and I don't think enough people are talking about this slate. So I'm happy to talk about it. I'll be sure rooting for the Sharks again, and it's fun when they score. Hey, we'll be talking about them later on. The Red Wings became underdogs. Ice let's go Red Wings. There you go. Good day, Terry. To you as well, Captain Bry. Yes, sir, Robert. You got one of my plays correctly. There we go. Also, no one seems to want the wild card 2 in East. Yeah, I don't think either wild card spot will be that fun for either team in the East. Really, no orange ball talk. Yes, orange ball. Boo. Larkin is getting tested for tonight. He's really close to coming back. Ooh, that's interesting. That is what all Detroit Red Wings fans want to hear. That is that. Let's make some money. That's the plan. GLTY means good luck. Thank you. Well, I'm thinking so. Wow, I thought he meant to say guilty. I'm not sure. But it seems like good luck, thank you fits. So I don't know. We will we'll just assume that. But we'll go on to today's slate. And we will start here with the very first game, which is between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Carolina Hurricanes. In this one, Philadelphia plus 200 to plus 210. Carolina minus 233 to minus 250. Sixes right across the board in this one here. Looking at goaltenders for this one, Samuel Urson confirmed for Philadelphia, which is a big surprise. Frederik Andersen likely for Carolina in this game. And what can you say about Frederik Andersen? All 4 games he's played in, he's won since he came back from injury. He's allowed 5 goals total, has a .949 save percentage, and has just been amazing. This Carolina Hurricanes team themselves have been amazing. 7-1 in their last 8 games. 3 of their last 6 going over, 3 staying under. Philadelphia 2-3 in their last 5. 4 of their last 5 games going over 6.5. What happens when these teams face each other? Well, Carolina's won 9 of the last 10 between these teams. 4 of the last 5 meetings all going under. So both teams trending towards the over right now, but have gone under when they faced each other in the past. I've mentioned that I am not really a big fan of betting Flyers games because things tend not to go my way, but I have to in this game. Give me Carolina Hurricanes puck line plus 110 and Seth Jarvis anytime goal plus 220. Jarvis anytime goal not plus 300 today, but I'll still take it at plus 220. That's an excellent price on the top line with Sebastian Aho and Jake Gensel. Jarvis and Gensel have formed this amazing chemistry really quickly. And it looks like Teuvo Teravainen will be back tonight, but he's not going on the top line. He's going on the 4th line. So that hot top line is being kept just how they are, which is exactly what I want to see here. Carolina, 7-1 in their last 8 games. They've won seven of their last 8 wins have been by multiple goals. So the Hurricanes are not really winning close games. They are winning by margin. 9 and 10 in the last 10 meetings between these teams. Philadelphia coming off a nice 4-3 win against the Leafs. We'll see if they can do it against the Canes. I don't think so. Looking at player props here for this one, Travis Konechny, at least 3 shots on goal in 11 of his last 13 games, at least a point in 10 of his last 13. Playing with Owen Tippett and Morgan Frost. Tippett and Frost both have points in 4 games in a row, so you could definitely look at them. But with how Carolina's been playing recently and with how Frederik Andersen has been playing recently, I'm not really looking towards Flyers props myself. Martin Necas, at least 3 shots on goal in 13 of his last 14 games. So he has been consistent at getting 3 shots each game. Sebastian Aho, a point in 7 of his last 10 games. Jake Gensel, 3 games in a row with multi-point games. A point in 4 games in a row. And Seth Jarvis, a goal in 5 of his last 6 games. 2 goals in the first period in his last game. We'll go back to him at a very nice plus price, plus 220 here to score a goal in this game. Da, 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 Fly, Flyers, fly. There you go. There you go. Jarvis point. I like it. Aho goal, Gensel goal, plus 575 parlay. Under 6.5. Interesting. I could see that. I could see that, but not really going towards the total here. Canes puck line plus 100. I like it. Ah, crap. Okay. Ah, crap. Yeah, we're against each other. Canes puck line and agree with Jarvis anytime goal. Yeah. How can you not agree with Jarvis anytime goal? Wait, Terry, didn't you say 2 days before that you don't like Flyers games? I don't. I don't like betting Flyers games, but this is a spot where I have to. Canes covering the puck line, 7 of their last 8 wins. They've absolutely dominated the Flyers. I like this spot for the Canes, and I'll take their puck line here. This one. We'll move on along to our next game here, which is a very important game for both teams. The New York Islanders and the Detroit Red Wings. Islanders minus 105 to minus 115. Detroit minus 115 to plus 100. 6.5s right across the board. In this one here, James Reimer confirmed for Detroit, and I don't believe anybody is confirmed here. Oh, Ilya Sorokin has been confirmed for the Islanders. So despite Patrick Waugh calling out Sorokin lately, saying that even Sorokin wouldn't be happy with his performance, he's still getting the net here in this game, which makes sense, obviously, with your backup really struggling this year in Varlamov. James Reimer has been the better goalie for Detroit recently, and he'll look to get the win here. How are these teams playing recently? The Islanders have lost 5 games in a row and just are not looking good. Not looking good at all. 4 of their last 7 games over 6.5. Detroit, they've lost 8 of their last 10. 4 of their last 6 going over 6.5. Islanders 4-1-1 in the last 6 meetings between these teams. 3 went under 5.5. 3 went over 6.5. So the total kind of all over the place here in this game. And for me, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Lucas Raymond, anytime goal, plus 250. We're getting an even better price here today than we did in the last game. He has a goal in 5 games in a row. And I believe I've been on in the last 3. So we'll keep on going with Lucas Raymond, anytime goal. Bo Horvat for the Islanders, the only player consistent right now a point in 8 of his last 10 games. Shane Gostisbehere, which I can't find his props. Didn't check today, so maybe I should check, but haven't been able to find his props recently. He's got a point in 12 of his last 14. So on the third line, but continuing to put up points for the Red Wings. And then Patrick Kane, a point in 5 games in a row, an assist in 4 of his last 5, and 3 shots on goal, at least 3 shots on goal in 7 games in a row. So Patrick Kane starting to heat up. Lucas Raymond scoring goals. Now, Raymond and Kane are not on the same line, but they've been producing on the power play. Islanders have a horrible penalty kill, the worst in the league. So I wanted to talk anyone off sprinkling here Patrick Kane and Lucas Raymond power play points, which I'm going to actually take a look at right now and see what we are looking at for odds for that, because I think it could probably get some very nice prices. Let's take a quick look here at power play points for the Red Wings. Patrick Kane plus 210, Lucas Raymond plus 320. Oh my God. Okay. It's not over there, but I'm adding Lucas Raymond over half a power play point at plus 320. I just think that's crazy. Patrick Kane plus 210. I'll do a half unit on both. So adding both Lucas Raymond and Patrick Kane, both over half a power play point, half unit plays, plus 320 and plus 210. Absolutely love those against the worst penalty kill in the NHL. We'll go to the chat. Wins and reg. All right. Interesting. Wings puck line. Plus 215. Okay. Lucas Raymond point. Also hoping Isles win and reg. All right. Hockey right wing likes the under 6.5 unless Larkin's back. Okay. Pass inside. Lucas Raymond anytime goal. I like it. DeBrincat anytime goal, plus 179 coming on the power play, a 71% penalty kill for the House. That's exactly why we are adding Raymond and Kane power play points here. Raymond. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try to do that voice, but yeah. Tim loves his brother. No, actually, no. It's not for his brother. I'm sure it's for the Sabres in some form. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe Nick has the Islanders today, and that's why. But we will move on along to our next game. And this is a really important game between two teams that, even if they make it, aren't really going to go far. But our next game is between two teams that hope to go very far in this year's playoffs. Detroit plus 130 to plus 135. Sorry, Detroit. Rangers plus 130 to plus 135. Boston minus 143 to minus 155. Sixes and 5.5s. Depending on what books you use, you have different options here. Looking at the goalies in this game, we have Jonathan Quick likely for the Rangers and Jeremy Swayman confirmed for the Boston Bruins. Here in this one, Swayman has given up 4 more goals in back-to-back games, but the Bruins still won. Obviously, facing the Flyers and then I believe the Senators in the other game. Quick on the other side, won his most recent start, a 7-4 win against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So both goalies have pretty good numbers on the year overall, but have been giving up goals recently here. How are these teams doing recently? The Rangers 5-2 in their last 7 games, coming off that loss to the Winnipeg Jets at home. 3 of their last 4 over 6.5. Boston 5-1 in their last 6 games, 2 overs, 4 unders, 2 games finished with 6 goals. The Rangers 5-4 in the last 9 games between these teams, 2 overs, 4 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. Here, Boston 3-game winning streak, beating Montreal, Philadelphia, and Ottawa. Now they're getting this Rangers team who is off a 4-2 loss isn't really, I want to say, embarrassing, but they're off a loss at home, and they are looking to rebound. And I like the Rangers here as a nice dog price, plus 125 to get the win here on the road. Um, I really like this Rangers team, and especially after a loss. I think they really bounce back here. And the Bruins, yeah, they're on that winning streak, but it's against three teams that are just not nearly at the level that this Rangers team is. So I like the Rangers, and I want to talk anyone off sprinkling the draw here. This game just has that feeling of an overtime game, and I may end up getting to that after the show. Um, Check out the Ice Guys later on at 2 p.m. Eastern, and I'll let you guys know if I'm on the draw in that one or in this game by then. Player props: Alexis Lafreniere, a point in 4 games in a row for the Rangers. Artemi Panarin, a point in 12 of his last 16. Trocheck, a point in 13 of his last 16. Kreider, a point in 6 of his last 8 games. Adam Fox, a point in 9 of his last 11. David Pastrnak has a point in 9 of his last 11. Pavel Zacha, a point in 8 games in a row. Jake DeBrusk, a point in 6 of his last 8. And Brad Marchand, a point in 5 of his last 8 for the Boston Bruins. And with how both teams of goalies have played recently, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see goals here. So 5.5 minus 130 doesn't interest me, but it says Bet Rivers has minus 119 for the over 5.5. That's a good price, but just for the Rangers for me in this game for now. We'll jump into the chat, see what people think. No. I've never once seen Tim say, "Go Islanders for Nick." Never once ever seen that. And it's for the Sabres. See, exactly. Laughing face or laughing. DeBrusque point. Yeah, he's been good. Rangers money line. I like it. Bruins puck line. Interesting. So IceX thinks the Rangers continue their losing one game losing streak, and he thinks they bring it to 2. Painter Life likes the Rangers. I like it. I will use all my powers to prevent the Rangers sweeping us in the season series. Well, we know IceX that you have those Shesterkin powers, but it's quick tonight, so there you go. No powers for you. Pasta goal, minus 114. Panarin goal, plus 160. Awesome. Dropping in to say hello, Terry. Busy working the past week. Hope all is well, bud. Thanks, BJ. Hope all is going well with you. Betting has been pretty good the last week, so I can't complain. Keep riding that Pavel Zacha point. Yeah, I believe it's minus 125. I've been parlaying it with the Pastrnak and getting plus 115, getting plus money. So that's what I would do here. Haven't done it yet though. Just with Rangers money line so far. Zoinks. There you go. But we will move on along to our next game. And my play here might surprise some people. My multiple plays. St. Louis, plus 110 to plus 112. Ottawa, minus 122 to minus 130. 6.5s right across the board here in this game. Looking at goalies here, Joel Hofer confirmed for St. Louis. And Anton Forsberg likely for Ottawa in this game. Joel Hofer, the by far better goaltender. 12-11-0, 2.76 goals against average, 914 save percentage. Anton Forsberg's also 12-11, but 3.39 goals against average, 887 save percentage for him. How are these two teams doing recently? The Blues have won 4 of their last 5 games, 1 over, 4 unders, 2 games finished with 6 goals. Ottawa's won 3 of their last 5, 3 games in a row over 6.5, 3 of 5 going overtime. The Blues 8-3 in the last 11 games between these teams, 3 overs, 2 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. I made it known my feelings about the Blues. I don't like them, obviously, being a Wild fan. But when it comes to making money, um, how you feel about a certain team has to go out the window. And that's exactly what I've done here. Give me Blues money line plus 114. Give me Jake Neighbors over half a point plus 120. Give me Justin Falk over half an assist plus 175. Three bets on the St. Louis Blues today here in this game. The Blues, the better team. They played very well against the Senators for years now, fighting for a playoff spot. I think they look at that Minnesota game yesterday and think this is our chance to beat the Senators and go ahead of Minnesota by a point. So, why am I on Jake Neighbors' point? Well, he's got won 4 games in a row on the top line. Plus 120 to get a point is just really great value there. Justin Falk over half an assist. He's got an assist in 4 of his last 5 games for the Blues, and he's plus 175, which is an excellent price here. So 3+ money plays all on the St. Louis Blues here in this game. Sens puck line. Wow. Okay. Sens money line. Faster team, better offense. Maybe. Neighbors point. I like it, Tim. Blues money line. I hate to say it, but I like it. Brady Kachuk over 4.5 shots on goal. You could definitely do that. I don't. I'm not going to jump on this shots on goal streak because I haven't had much success with shots on goal props when I bet them singly. So we'll be staying off him here in this one, but he's been very good. I'll get to that in a second. Oh my God. So Terry's stealing my play. Not at all true, Timothy. Not at all true. Wait, what, Timmy? No. My plays were already locked in before Tim. So there you go. Other players playing well, or I guess I forgot to mention them for the Senators. Brady Kachuk, at least 5 shots on goal, 6 of his last 7 games. Tim Stutzel didn't get a point in his last game, but he's got one in 6 of his last 7 games for the Ottawa Senators here. Going along to our next one here, we've got the Winnipeg Jets heading to New Jersey to face the Devils. Winnipeg minus 119 to minus 125. New Jersey plus 105 to plus 110. Sixes right across the board here in this game. Goalies here, Laurent Brossoit starting for Winnipeg, and Jake Allen confirmed for New Jersey. I wanted to say Montreal, but I won't. I did, but there you go. Laurent Brossoit, 12-4-2 on the season with a 1.99 goals against average, 927 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. You could not ask for any more from a backup goalie. He has been lights out for the Winnipeg Jets. Jake Allen has played pretty well since coming over here to New Jersey, trying to keep this Devils' hopes alive in the playoff race. How are these two teams doing recently? Winnipeg 7-3 in their last 10 games, 1 over, 4 unders, 2 games, finished with 6 goals. New Jersey, they've lost 7 of their last 10, 2 overs, 4 unders, 1 game, finished with 6 goals. How did these two teams do against each other? Well, it's very one-sided. Winnipeg 11-1-1 in the last 13 meetings. Obviously, these two teams face each other twice per year, so this streak is going back years and years. Most recent meeting, 6 overs, 2 unders, 1 game, finished with 6 goals. Here, I have one play that's not plus money today, and here it is. Winnipeg Jets money line, which I got for minus 120. You're giving me the far better overall team who has the better goaltender and is just the far better team who happens to dominate the team they're facing. And I'm getting minus 120 here. No brainer here for the Jets. Money line minus 120. I don't see Laurent Brossoit is a downgrade from Connor Hellebuck. In fact, Connor Hellebuck has not been as good recently. Um, so there you go. Jumping in, or actually, we'll look at player props here in this game. A lot of players playing really well for Winnipeg right now. Kyle Connor, at least 3 shots in goal in 6 of his last 8 games. Mark Scheifele's got a point in 8 of his last 9. Josh Morrissey didn't get an assist in a couple of games, so I stayed off. And of course, he got an assist in his last game. 11 of his last 16 games, he's got an assist. Tyler Toffoli's got a point in 3 games in a row. Nikolai Ehlers, an assist in 3 of his last 5. Nico Hischier, a point in 8 of his last 11. At least 3 shots on goal in 9 of his last 11. And Jack Hughes, a point in 9 of his last 12 games for the Devils. We will go up here. Da, 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 da. Blues. Yeah, I agree. Devils money line. Me and Isaacs against each other all over the place, but that's okay. Winnipeg money line. Should I max bet this game? No, I wouldn't say max bet this game, just because Jake Allen has been playing well for the Devils lately. But even with that, the better goalie is Laurent Brossoit. So better goalie, better team, dominates the Devils. I really like the Jets money line. So do as you wish with your bet sizing. Robert likes Jets puck line plus 210. Very nice value there. But I'll stick here with the money line. Jets money line, says Captain Brian. Devils team total under 2.5. Ooh. I actually do like that one. That's very interesting. Jets Tampa puck line parlay. You can do that. We'll get to the Tampa game later on. I also only saw Allen confirm, not Brossoit, and just saw Brossoit's 2-0 against the Demons. Yeah. Makes sense because rest in peace, Devils. Hey, you never know. Winnipeg is probably going to be the public favorite here, but for good reason. Minus 120, minus 124, minus 127. Yeah, get whatever you can. Whatever you can. Minus 123. Yeah. Jets money line. I like it. Terry loves this slate. I do. There's only one game I'm passing on today's slate, which we'll get to later. I don't think I have any more things to say about this one. So we'll move on to which is an extremely fascinating game here. We've got the Nashville Predators heading to Florida. Nashville Predators plus 145 to plus 155. Road Dogs. Florida Panthers minus 175 to minus 185. Home favorites. 6s right across the board in this one. Goaltenders. Kevin Lankinen confirmed for Nashville. Sergei Bobrovsky confirmed for Florida here in this game. Bobrovsky has played the last 3 for Florida, and he's given up 3 or more goals in each game and has just not looked right in his last few games. Kevin Lankinen, 9-4 in the season, 3.09 goals against average, 897 save percentage. So he's had his ups and downs, but he's a capable backup for the Preds. How are these teams doing recently? Nashville 13-0-2 in their last 15 games. 3 overs, 2 unders, 2 games finished with 6 goals. Florida 2-3 in their last 5. 2 of their last 3 games going over 6.5. Nashville 3-2 in the last 5 meetings between the teams. 3 games went under 5.5. 3 games went over 6.5. So the total all over the place here in this game. And hey, if you watched the show previously, I have a bet on Florida to win the Stanley Cup. I am extremely high on this Florida team. But you're giving me the Nashville Predators. I got them at plus 160. So what are the odds right now? Did I just say plus 155? Yeah, plus 155, plus 145. That's still just an amazing price for this Predators team that has been consistent. Game after game after game, they've been consistent. And plus 160 is just insane. Insane. Yes, I love this Florida team. And yes, this Florida team could win this game. And if so, then so be it. But Nashville plus 160 is just not correct here in this game. I have to take them with how they've played consistently, game after game. Tommy Novak over half a point plus 120. Well, if you watch the show, you know that I like betting on Tommy Novak because he gets points, and he's on the third line. A point in 5 of his last 6 games, 16 of his last 20 for the Predators. Roman Josi, a point in 10 of his last 12. Philip Forsberg, a point in 11 of his last 12. Gustav Nyquist, a point in 9 of his last 12. Ryan O'Reilly is somehow fallen off lately. Predators scored 8 goals, and O'Reilly did not factor in at all. So, not listing him here. For the Panthers, Sam Reinhart, a point in 8 of his last 10. Alexander Barkov, a point in 5 of his last 9. Barkov is questionable for this game. Matthew Tkachuk will play in this game, but there was questions about that too. So Florida's dealing with injuries here, and another reason why I like Nashville here in this one. Gustav Forsling, a point in 5 of his last 7 games for the Florida Panthers. Jump into the chat, which is very active here about this game. We will come back. Oh yeah, haven't heard a pass yet. There's one coming eventually. Don't worry. There is. Preds money line. Wow, we're finally agreeing. Okay. Panthers money line parlay. I don't know. I don't know. It's my Blackhawks should win easily tonight. We'll get to that game shortly. ISX is a sharp chaser. Mute that man. Just comes on these shows day after day saying the worst picks day after day. I disagree. Yes, ISX takes some big dogs, and yes, we're against each other a lot, but he has his way of capping, and everyone is entitled to their own way of capping. So, whoa, yeah. ISX supports the show, so Nashville, I like it. Under game 6.5. Yeah, I could see that with. I don't really like how Bobrovsky's played recently. But then Lankinen, of course, is a step down from Saros. Not a huge step down, but um, I don't know about the total. Pass, great matchup. We don't have to talk about Bruno. No, no, no. Thanks for reminding me. Former coach. Bruno was the Florida Panthers coach. Now he coaches the Nashville Predators. So just even more of a reason why he wants to win this game. Lean Predators, they are hot. They are red hot on ice. I know. And just a crazy price here. This one. Lean Florida. All right. All right. Over 6 says PJ. He likes goals. All right. Let's get it today. Thank you for the show, Terry, and good luck to you in the chat. Thanks, Top to you. Good luck to you as well. Captain Bry passing in this game. Nothing wrong with that. Sorry, all this line is so accurate. Nashville gets taught a little lesson here. Okay, completely disagree with you there, but I don't think the line's accurate at all. ISX won 6.5 units yesterday, though, at NHL Bets. Yes, so there we go. I boosted Lightning Puck Line minus 108 on Fanatics. Profit boost 25%. Okay. And then Real Deal Prime, our resident Sabres fan. Well, I shouldn't say that because that's going to piss Tim Earl off. One of our resident Sabres fans, 5 units on Sabres money line tonight. We will get to that game right now. So great time for Real Deal Prime to come on in. And this game is between the Buffalo Sabres and the Edmonton Oilers. Buffalo plus 180 to plus 190. Edmonton minus 215 and minus 230. Sixes, there is a 6.5 available in this game. Let's refresh. Let's see if we have both goaltenders confirmed yet. Stuart Skinner confirmed for Edmonton. Nobody yet announced for Buffalo. I'd assume it's Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And actually, I see that I lied. I actually passed on 2 games coming up here, but this one is not a pass. It's my picks and parlays exclusive play. So it's over on the site, $25 in the description below. You can get that over on the site, picks and parlays. If the play loses, you get your money back as a store credit. And yeah, this is my exclusive play of the day available over on the site. Looking at players that are playing well, Tage Thompson, a point in 5 of his last 6 games, 3 shots on goal in 15 of his last 17. McDavid's got an assist in 16 of his last 18. Draisaitl's got a point in 7 of his last 9. And Evan Bouchard has an assist in 4 games in a row for the Edmonton Oilers here. Everyone has different unit values. Yeah. So do as you wish for your units. Oilers money line parlay, super pass, over 6.5. Montreal best dog value of the night, or Nashville best dog of the night? Well, for me, it's Nashville, but we'll get to that Montreal game. It's a 6, actually, minus 118. Okay. Sabres money line, puck line plus 1.5, and under 6.5. Tommy also likes the under. And at NHL Bets, you obviously haven't seen his Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap cards, or you would sing a different tune. Ice X is a good capper. Exactly. Tommy T, eyes. There we go. Eyes. Owen Efford, ha ha ha. There we go. But we will move on along to our next game here, which is a very interesting game. We have I know, I'm calling this one interesting. Chicago Blackhawks and the Anaheim Ducks. Chicago plus 100 to plus 106. Anaheim Ducks minus 117 and minus 120. Sixes right across the board in this game. Let's see, we still do not have confirmed goaltenders. For me, this is a game that confirmed goaltenders matter. It really matters here in this one. But looking at how these teams have played recently, Chicago has won 4 of their last 7 games, 5 of their last 7 going over 6.5. Anaheim has lost 7 games in a row, all by multiple goals. They are just looking forward to getting their golf clubs out and getting on the range. 3 overs, 2 unders, 2 games, finished with 6 goals. Chicago, 10-1-1 in the last 12 games between these teams. For whatever reason, the Hawks own the Ducks, and that's just how it is. In this one, these two teams did just face each other 9 days ago, with the Blackhawks winning 7-2, and then the Blackhawks won 1-0 earlier on in the season. Yes, here we go. Blackhawks money line. However, that is only if Peter Mrazek is confirmed. If Arvid Soderblom is a net, I am not on the Blackhawks money line. So I've not pulled the trigger on it yet, but I will if Peter Mrazek is confirmed. For the Ducks, Dostal, Gibson. Dostal, obviously the better goaltender, but it doesn't really matter who's in net for that one. I would prefer Gibson, but if it's Dostal against Mrazek, I'm on Hawks money line. If it's Dostal or Gibson against Soderblom, I am not on Hawks money line. I did, however, pull the trigger here on the same game parlay. Connor Bedard over half a point, parlayed with Philip Kurashev over half a point, which is plus 115. I'm betting the Blues. I'm betting the Blackhawks, maybe. And I'm betting on Connor Bedard. So There you go. I can put my feelings aside when it comes to betting, which I've really done on today's slate. Looking at player props, Chicago, Bedard has a point in 5 of his last 7. Tyler Johnson has a point in 5 of his last 7. And Philip Kurashev has a point in 5 of his last 7. Bedard has at least 3 shots on goal in 5 of his last 6. Frank Vetrano for the Ducks did it again against Minnesota. Has at least 5 shots on goal in 5 of his last 6 games. So Frank Vetrano not scoring, but is shooting. So 5 shots a game, 5 of his last 6 games for Vetrano. Looking at the Blackhawks, what they've done recently. 5-2 win against Arizona, 7-4 win against Arizona, 7-2 win against Anaheim, 5-2 win against San Jose. They are beating up on the bums. 5-0 loss to Colorado, 4-1 loss to Washington, 5-0 loss to LA, 6-2 loss to LA. If they're playing a bum, then they win. They score a bunch of goals. When they play a good team, they don't score a lot and they lose by multiple goals. So an easy cap here with the Hawks. Give me Peter Mrazek. That's what I want. And I will bet the Hawks in this game. Let's go up. Let's go up, up, up. Puke face. Hey, go Hawks, Tommy. I'm rooting for your Hawks. Shockingly. If I hear any Cappers entertain the Senators, Islanders, Ducks, or Hawks, I'm going to hurl. Well, I guess you're throwing up because I'm entertaining the Hawks. Bedard goal, Troy Terry goal, parlay. I would not. Nobody is scoring for the Ducks right now. Nobody's scoring for them. Blackhawks money line. All right. Sends puck line. Says Ice X. Tommy's laughing. Poop versus poop. Game over. I could see that. I could see that. And maybe, well, even with Soderblom, the Ducks could make Soderblom look good. That's what I'm worried about. With an over is they could make him look good somehow. Puking. There you go. I'll go with the props. There you go. Pray for Terry. If Hawks don't win, he might burn down the United Center before they can return home. Well, don't say that because if for some reason somebody did go and burn down the United Center, I would be to blame. But luckily, I am far away from Chicago that I could not even do that. So there we go. But yes, if I back the Blackhawks again and I go 0-2 in the Blackhawks this year, I won't be very happy with the Hawks. But when am I happy with the Hawks? Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate it, and I totally agree. LMFAO. There you go. At least the Hawks are winning the Wooden Spoon tournament schedule. There you go. Kevin Lankinen confirmed for Preds. Yep. Ducks will get their goals today. Chicago's nothing special. Yeah, but well, we'll see. It's going to be a battle, I guess. But the Ducks have not shown one bit of life at all. They just have been getting smashed by whoever they face. So see if that can continue here tonight. Moving on along to our next one, we've got the Montreal Canadiens and Vancouver Canucks. Montreal plus 240 to plus 250. Vancouver minus 285 to minus 300. 6.5s right across the board in this game. I don't believe we have any confirmed goaltenders. No. Samuel Montembeault listed, Casey DeSmith listed, but nobody yet confirmed. How are these teams doing recently? Montreal has lost 5 of their last 6 games. 5 of their last 6 games going under 5.5. Vancouver 5-1-1 in their last 6. 6 of their last 7 games going under 5.5. So both teams treading heavily towards the under right now. How do these two teams play against each other? Vancouver 4-1 in the last 5. 5 of the last 6 going over 6.5. So you got current form against past history here. Both current form and past history says this should be a Canucks spot. Here in this one, the issue is that the Canucks puck line is minus 111, minus 115. We've made it to one of my games, which is a pass. At least singly, this game is a pass. Just nothing that I want to get to in this game. Looking at player props, Cole Caulfield, at least 4 shots on goal in 14 of his last 16 games. He's been very consistent. A parlay piece that I do like here in this game. Don't go crazy, though, because I don't know if we get a lot of goals here. But Uri Slafkovsky has a point in 5 games in a row for the Canadians. He's on a streak. JT Miller, a point in 11 of his last 13. Elias Pettersson, a point in 4 of his last 6. And Quinn Hughes, a point in 6 of his last 7. So I do like Uri Slafkovsky and Quinn Hughes, both for points in this game. But otherwise, this game is a pass here with so many other games that I like on the slate here today. My money is on the Blackhawks. There we go. Mine may be as well. Robert, are we hammering Kane's puck line? Yes. Boudard plus Khrushchev, 1 point. Kucherov, 1 point each parlayed. You could do that if you can get Kucherov for just 1 point. We'll mention him in the next game. But no. Oh, question mark. Okay, no. This we'll go back here. We will go back. Philip Khrushchev, not Kucherov. Philip Khrushchev, over half a point. It's the same game parlay. Not Kucherov, but we'll talk about Kucherov here in a second. Go back here. Heart of the cards, please guide me. Canucks puck line. I could see it. Canucks puck line. Lean for Captain Bry. I agree. Canucks. Hey, this should be a good spot for them. Montreal still playing above their weight class. I agree. Vancouver and game over. All right. Clear and I am. Yo, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. You too. Clear and I am. Nice to see you. Canucks are sneakily slipping into Pretender's outfit at the wrong time of the year. We'll see. I think they're doing pretty well without having a Thatcher Demko so far. I think they've done pretty well. Give me the trap card. There you go. Lean over. Yeah. Past history says over. Current play really says under. So we'll see what side wins in this game. Moving along to our next one. We've got 2 more games left, and then the parlay of the day. This one here, Tampa Bay Lightning and the Winnipeg. Whoa. Oops. That is a mistake. I made a mistake. It's not the Winnipeg Jets at all. So I apologize. Ignore that. Tampa Bay Lightning and the San Jose Sharks. Tampa Bay minus 357 and minus 400. San Jose plus 300 to plus 320. 6.5s right across the board. Hey, first time I've made a mistake with the game, so it'll happen. But Tampa Bay is definitely not facing Winnipeg tonight. They are facing the Sharks, which you cannot even compare to the Winnipeg Jets. But that's funny. Looking at how, because I don't think we have goalies here. No goalies confirmed. This one. I maybe Vasilevsky gets a night off, maybe, but who knows? Tampa 5-1 in their last 6 games. 6 games in a row over 6.5. They've been scoring a ton of goals. They've also been giving up goals. San Jose 1-12-2 in their last 15 games. They've lost 14 of their last 15. 6 overs, 2 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. Tampa Bay 7-0-1 in the last 8 games between these teams. They've had their way with the Sharks when they faced them. 3 overs, 1 under, 1 game finished with 6 goals in this one. And when it comes to the side or total, I've got absolutely nothing. But if you're betting this game, you have to take Anthony Duclair anytime goal plus 230. Not only has he just got off to a great start since he joined the Tampa Bay Lightning, he was already on a hot streak, scoring in 2 of 3 games for the San Jose Sharks before he got traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Since then, he's been very consistent for the Tampa Bay Lightning on the top line with Nikita Kucherov and Braden Point. Facing his former team, goal in 6 of his last 8 games on the top line, and he's plus 230. Yes. What else can be said about that one? Braden Point, a point in 12 of his last 14, a goal in 9 of his last 13. Kucherov, a point in 21 of his last 22 games. So yeah, if you can get Kucherov for a point, unfortunately, it's going to be like minus 700 probably. But he's very consistent. He's got an assist in 11 games in a row. So what I would suggest is maybe go with the assist prop for Kucherov. 2 or more points in 3 games in a row. So he's very hot currently. Hagel, a point, 18 of his last 21. Steven Stamkos, a point in 6 games in a row. An assist in 5 of his last 6. I mentioned Duclair, a goal in 6 of his last 8. He's got a point in 7 of his last 8 and at least 3 shots on goal in 6 of his last 8. Mikael Granlund, a point in 7 of his last 9, and that's it for the San Jose Sharks right now. Duclair, anytime goal plus 230. Maybe my favorite bet of the day here in this one. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. LMFAO, Jets money line over the Lightning. Yeah. Lock. Yes, exactly. Terry confused the Sharks for the Jets. No, I didn't confuse them. It was just wrong. I must have been, I don't know. I can't explain it. Mistakes happen. Hey. Braden Point hat trick, plus 2,700. Wow. Okay. Laughing face. Yeah. Let's go Sharks dance. Okay. Useless to play Vasi here. Yes, that is 100% true. But it would not shock me to see him come out and play. Because when was the last time we didn't see him play? It seems like forever. So we'll see. Paul Point. All right, Nicholas Paul. You have to take Anthony Duclair. Well said, sir. Yeah, you just gotta. I know puck line is minus 135, but I took it. Okay. They should definitely smash them. Also took -2 over 6.5 and Duclair anytime goal. Clapping to Duclair. Yes. No green check mark yet. But yeah, hopefully we get the green check mark later on. Kucherov over 1.5 points, minus 110. Yeah, not a great price, but look who he's facing. Point and Kuch anytime goal parlay. I would go Kucherov assist, but hey, he has been scoring recently because he's been scoring and assisting lately. Also back on Braden Point anytime goal and Kucherov over 1.5 points. All right, best of luck. But we'll move on to the final game of the night, which is between the 2 newest teams in the NHL, the Seattle Kraken and the Vegas Golden Knights. Seattle plus 154 to plus 160. Vegas minus 176 to minus 190. Sixes. It looks like there's a 5.5 available at this book at Bet99 if you have access to Bet99. How are these teams doing recently? The Kraken 0-4-1 in their last 5. A really bad time to have a 5-game losing streak because they were right there, but now 5 games, 5 losses in a row. 1 overtime point in that stretch, but not good enough when you're trying to make the playoffs. Back-to-back games over 6.5 for the Kraken. Vegas, they've won 3 of their last 5. They're 3-2. 10 of their last 13 games going over 6.5. Vegas scoring goals, but are not stopping the puck either. Vegas 9-2 all time against the Kraken. They've had success against the Kraken. The Kraken did win their most recent meeting though. 4 of the last 5 games going under 5.5. So we usually see lower scoring games when these 2 teams face each other. But I'm not going anywhere near an under with Vegas at all. That's just not happening. This is my second pass of the night at the final game here. Um, as a Wild fan, go Kraken. I want the Kraken to win, but as a expert handicapper, I can't bet the Kraken. Um, they're just not playing well. They're not playing well at all. Vegas has had their number, and Vegas, this isn't a must win for them, but this is a game that they really should be trying to win because, yes, Minnesota lost, but St. Louis and Minnesota aren't too far behind, and Vegas needs to start picking up these wins. So ultimately, a pass. Player props for the Kraken right now, nobody's really all that consistent enough for me. For the Golden Knights, Jack Eichel, a point in 4 of his last 5, 3 shots on goal, and 13 of his last 14. So kind of like Martin Necas, Jack Eichel seems to get 3 shots every game. Shea Theodore has an assist in 5 games in a row and 11 of his last 13. So if you wanted to look at Shea Theodore for an assist, not sure what that's at, but that would be a good bet. He's done it in 5 games in a row. Dun, 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 dun. We'll go up here. I'm heavily invested in this game. Oh, Vegas puck line. Vegas. Shea Theodore assist. I like it. Over 5.5. All right. Over. Bye bye, Kraken. So long. Have a good time. And Eichel shots and goal. Parlay piece. I like it. I like it. But that's the final game of the night. We're going to the parlay of the day, and I really do like today's parlay of the day. I really think we're going to break the losing streak on the parlay of the day. Give me Jake Gensel over half a point and Anthony Duclair over half a point, plus 175. Very nice plus price in this one. Obviously, both players playing extremely well right now. We just talked about Duclair, the top line against the San Jose Sharks, his former team. And then Jake Gensel, point in 4 games in a row, 3 games in a row, he's got multi points on the top line with a lot of chemistry with Seth Jarvis so far. So Gensel point, Duclair point, plus 175. That is the parlay of the day here today. Love this parlay. Thanks, Tommy. I'm hoping to break the losing streak with the parlay of the day here with a nice plus 175. But that's today's show. Thank you everyone for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're watching on Twitter, which I think a lot of people were yesterday, feel free to come watch on YouTube and join the live chat and chip in your thoughts on the slate. Exclusive premium play of the day in the Buffalo Edmonton game. You can get that over on the site on the link below. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you on tomorrow's slate, 4-game slate tomorrow. Best of luck tonight on your bets, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.